Alright, this is my paper bag tutorial. And remember in the last video, I showed you how I did the circles. And the original one that I was demoing, that I messed up a lot, I actually filled it in with different colors and kind of tweaked it a little bit. So you'll see it, but it's drying right now. I want to show you this pattern that I really like. Excuse this mess. And it's called Crossroads. And to do it, you just do an ordinary grid. And this is Crossroads. You can see I'm not done with it yet. I was going to continue it, but right now I'm going to do it on here to show you. Simple, simple, simple. And look at how beautiful it is. I just love the pattern. Okay, so the first one, wherever you are, and remember, sometimes it's going to be not equal. If you're in a corner, like here, you're not going to get the full space, like here. So you're going to just do the best you can to do the filling in it. So the first one is that, and then the second one, you do simple lines down there. My brown paper bag is moving around a lot, so my lines are not going to be great, but okay. Got that? So circle, a circle. Fill in, lines, fill in, and this is the pattern for the first line, or for, I'm sorry, for the first row. Okay, and then you're going to have the lines again. And whatever you do, try to be consistent. But again, if this is bigger than this is, so you're not going to be able to. Fill in, doing this, and my lines. That's the first row. Okay, then the second row, I'm going to put lines here. Same thing as the first row. Only the lines are going that way. Now this is when it gets fun, and this happens under these lines. So wherever you see these lines, that's where you're going to do this. And you're going to do an X. Simple. You're going to do a little pyramid and color it in. And I know I should be moving my paper around, but I have it underneath the computer, so you'll get the idea. You can make them a little taller if you want. Okay, so that's that. And then guess what you're going to do again? Look at black line goes sideways. Again, try to keep it consistent. I'm not, but you will as best you can. There's your X. There's your pyramid. There's your pyramid. 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 That's a little crooked pyramid. Now, what am I going to do next? Here's the pattern. Here's my X because I'm under those lines. Ooh, I did a horrible X. Okay, well, don't do what I just did. But this is paper bag, so it's fine. Now, what do you think is going to happen in the next row? The next row, I'm going to follow the pattern. Oh, I just messed that up. And this time I'm going to do the up and down again. So you can see it. Once you get it, now what am I going to do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Once you get it, you're going to follow that line. The same pattern. My line, 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 line. Color it in. Sometimes I get lost a little. I have to stop and think. I've made mistakes and done the wrong thing in the wrong place, and boy, it's not fun, depending on how far along you are. Sometimes you can camouflage. Okay, and then if I were to do this again, what's the next thing? And then what's the next thing? And then what's the, so I'm just going to show you. Again, I'm not doing this very well. So notice the line here. I just like this pattern. I really think it's kind of cool. It's easy. You don't have to think too much about it, even though I messed that up. Oops. My paper bag goes up in the air sometimes, so. And then you're going to continue the pattern. So, I hope you like this pattern. I was going to try to continue the one that I was working on. How am I doing with time? And if I could find the pen that I was using. Okay. Oh, I don't know what pen I was using. All right. I hate when I put things away, and I did. Give me a minute. I'm actually using this calligraphy pen. I just bought them to see what they would be like. Extra small. And it's got a beautiful little, well, you can't really see it. It's a soft nib. So when you're working, it's kind of cool to see. All right, now notice my pattern. If it's black, then it's side to side, then it's black. Side to side, black. So this is going to be side to side. And now notice I'm going to be doing my X. X marks the spot. Now I'm going to do my little pyramid. This I can move, which will make it a little easier. Hopefully I'm staying in camera view for you. And now I follow the next thing, and the next thing is going to be side to side again, because look at, there it is. So I'm going to go side to side lines. Oh, not such neat straight lines. And now what am I going to do? X. It's called crossroads. Most of us have been through a lot of crossroads in our lives. Sometimes we went the right path. Sometimes we went a different path than we should have. But it still is all learning and taking us places. I hope I'm not making you busy. I mean dizzy. Busy, dizzy. Now I'm going to go side to side again. I always tell when I'm rushing, I don't start at the edges. Now notice what happens in these boxes. You're going to get cut off a little bit because you don't have the full box because of the overlap, but that's okay. I know my next thing is the X. So I'm still going to do it as if I'm going down. Okay, and now I'm going to go side to side, but again, I'm going to turn my paper, which probably is an easier way for me to do it nice and neat. And then I'm going to take this as far as it can go. Now look at this. Little baby box. It should be that size, but I'm still going to pretend as if it's a big one. And there it is. Now you can see under here there's no box. There's a baby box. And what I would do there is the up and down lines. But remember, I'm not going to be able to get too many of them in there. And then, after my up and down lines, what's the next pattern? It's going to be the black, which I could do. I want to be careful to be in the right space. I just love this pattern. I don't know why. You know, some just reach out to you more than others. And I don't know why this one does. So if the up and down lines, then I have the black. Then I'm going to do the up and down lines again. Kind of reminds me of like a jail window. Jailhouse window. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that line was crooked, so that's why. I don't know why that's crooked. Try to hide that a little bit. And now, what's the next thing to do? The black. So maybe it doesn't matter, it's crooked. And that will just finish this one off. When you're working in an area and you're overlapping and you're not going to have things be perfectly matched, you're going to have to figure out what to do with these spaces. Now look at this. Oh no, that is not good. Alright, so I know the next thing in this row is the X, but I also know I'm not going to get much there. I don't even think you would see this side of the X, so I'm not going to do that side of the X, but I'm still going to pretend like if I did it, this is what it would look like. And then this guy, this little bitty, should be what? Well, to the right of any. And that's it. So what is that called? It's called Crossroads. And I really like this pattern. I like doing it in here. But I just like it anyway. You see how it looks when it's all even and when it isn't. So I hope you enjoy that. And like I said, you can tangle on anything. I'm going to do more on this. Did I do any more that you hadn't seen? Yes, I added some stuff here. I don't know why, but I did. And down here, I also added using my jelly roll white. You can't see it very easily, but I like that touch of white. I might do some white around here. I think that's the only change I made. And then, yeah, finish this, obviously, and finish this. So I hope you enjoy that and try it. Like I said, I did the other circles from the other video where it was a little messed up and I kind of went over the edges like I said I was going to. Right now this is annoying me, so I'm just going to fill this in, which again you can do because it's your work. And this is kind of annoying me too, so I'll just edge that out. Sometimes you can make things work or make them a little less noticeable, like this little guy here. I don't know, I might tangle outside. You can also tangle out and around or on the edges. It's another cool thing to do. So I hope you have fun with Crossroads. Use this pattern. It's really, really cool. Could you do it around an edge? You know, there's some patterns that are edging patterns, and this one kind of isn't. I would definitely use it. Let's see what I got going here. I don't like this one. But in this space, this would have been better to use. If you are going to do it in a section like that, or in a section like that I really don't like that I did, you can do it on any section, any opening. Oh, I didn't want to show you that. Any opening. So remember, do your border, do your dots, do your border, do your string any way you want, and any of the open areas. That would really work nice, and I just love it. So I hope you enjoy it. Have fun. Enjoy Crossroads. Enjoy. Always have fun. That's the goal.